up, everyone? Hey, it's your girl Diamond from the Voices Together Live podcast show. Welcome to a new show and a new conversation. Hello, you are welcomed. Hey, everyone, come on in. Jump into this conversation. Let's get it, hit it, and quit it. Come on. Let's remind some other people we're on, and the show is happening. So let me send out a couple of blasts to people while you guys come and get comfortable. Come on in. I swear the website is going to do this at some point. OMG, it's just so much. But come on into the room, guys. What's up? Come and say hello to me. Use your key. Drop into the conversation. Let's talk about it. This is going to be a good conversation and really, really quick. So come on. We're going to take, let's see. Get you guys coming in here on time. Okay, we're going to start in 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, we'll start 6:05. Give people a couple extra minutes to get in here. What's up? Talk to me. Where's everybody at? Shout me out. Say hello. We're going to be trying a couple of things to make this transition smooth because OMG, is it a lot? Is it a lot? Now, I have not looked in the comments to see if any of you said hello, so got 2 minutes, and I'm going to look in there and see how many of you used your key. As you can see from the intro, this is an interesting conversation because I wonder how many of you think about this. One minute, and we talking. So get your thoughts together. Look at the topic because that's what we're talking about. Okay. Hopefully other people will share, but that's all I'm sending right now. Hey, Dawn. 1 minute, and we talking. Hey. Dawn is in the building. I Rob. Hey, I Rob. Good to see you. Everybody, don't forget to, let me see before I say that. Hold on. Okay, well, we cooking with grease right now. We got to, because all that typing. Okay, pay attention to the comments. Let's roll with it, and let's have this conversation. Hello. It's 6:05. I said I was going to give everybody 5 minutes to join this conversation. So let's just jump right into it. I am so interested in hearing what you guys think. Okay. And we're going to be referencing, and let's see if we can bring them up into the shot. We're going to be referencing this couple here because this couple, Miss Gabrielle Union, sparked a conversation. And when I tell you she has social media on fire about something that she stated about her relationship, and it made me think about other people in their relationships. It made me think about the relationships I've been in or currently is in. And it makes you really just say, well, let me think about this from my own person perspective. Okay. Let me put this disclaimer out there now, which you will see in future shows before the shows start. And the disclaimer is very much this. Everything shared on this show with the panel, whoever's a guest on the show, and myself is our own personal views and opinions, right? Everyone has one. Also, if I am stating that I am quoting someone, then therefore you can best believe I drawed my research and source from that space. But in this, this conversation is not about so much Gabrielle Union as a whole, but it is to reflect and use her as a sounding board about what she stated in her interview that she had on a platform called Idea Generations, which was I think the interviewer last name was Bloomberg, but a very interesting conversation. And I want us to really think about this because I talk to a lot of people, or I hear different conversations. I watch a lot of social media when I do, just studying people's mannerisms, people thought process. And I got to tell you that I'm very much curious about what people think when it comes to, do women and men really want an equal relationship? And I want people to be really transparent, right? Be honest. If you don't want to use yourself, then by all means, please, if you want me to ask the question or make the comment and you don't want it, just email me at diamond@voicesgathering.com and I will get it, and I would just leave you anonymous, and I would state that in the chat. Hello, Naomi. Welcome here. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Make sure you keep your eyes on the chat because the chat will be letting you know. I'm going to try to pull back on so much saying. Read the flow of the conversation. If you miss it, just scroll back and we'll talk about it. And we're in our old space. Remember, this is how the show started, in this space here. So I wanted to just calm it down, be the center focus of this conversation, and my words. So let's go. What do you think? Do you believe that men and women truly want to be in equal relationships? What are your thoughts about that? Because I'm running into people and I'm getting a lot of, I think there is a lot of mixed messages out there when it comes to this very topic. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Let me just read you a little bit of information while you ponder that question. So here it is. Gabrielle Union says she and Dwayne Wade, her husband, split bills 50-50. Now, we know Gabrielle is an actress, and Dwayne Wade, he is a retired NBA baller. I think he's retired, if I'm not mistaken. And I like basketball, but I have not heard anything about Dwayne Wade playing anything. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he's retired. And if he's not, oh, what a big mistake I just made. But anyway, what do you think? She makes decent money. I do not know what her yearly income is. But you know, she's been a star in movies, on television shows. She's a working woman. She has endorsements, and she makes a pretty penny. But if you didn't know, Dwayne Wade makes 4 times his wife's income. Yet, in the interview, she stated that she splits the financial responsibilities for their home 50-50. What are your thoughts about that? I'll tell you that, I'm smiling. Okay. I'll tell you that some people were really taken back that why would Gabrielle be splitting the bills 50-50? Why would she do that? Why would she be put in that position when her husband makes way more money than she makes? I wonder why you think that she took that decision or that approach. Do you think that she is held to the responsibility of paying half of the bills in their home? Do you think this is a personal choice of hers? Nothing wrong with that. So let me ask you, Rob, would you would you have an expectation that your significant other pay 50-50 of the bills? Knowing in the same position that Dwayne Wade and his wife finances. He makes more, she makes less, but she makes decent money. Would you be in the responsibility position of stating that your significant other should pay 50% of the bills because they live in a home, they share the responsibilities? What is your thought about that? And I think there's some other couples in the chat that other individuals in the chat that are in relationships. This question is posed to you as well. Or maybe you know a friend. What do you think? I believe that it is it fair? Is it truly fair for someone to have the expectation that if they make more, the other person should be responsible to pay 50% of the bills? What do you think? So I see some comments coming in. So Dawn, my girl Dawn says, she also said that they split their household stuff, but they each have other family members that they care for. So maybe it takes care of more people. Okay. It's funny, I wrote that down here. Okay, I'll expound on that. Okay, and Rob saying, women want to be treated equally, so why not? Good point, Rob. But that comment leads into another direction, which I want to explore just a little bit in the context of this conversation. So going back to Dawn, she says that she splits their household stuff, but they are each have other family members. So do you believe that because she has other family members that she take care of because of her position, that, well, it makes me think, do you think that she should be, if she's taking care of other family members, do you believe that she still should be responsible to pay half of the household bills with her husband, being that he makes more money? Because what does she taking care of other people have to do with their household expenses? And especially if she does take care of other people in her family, and her husband make more money, do you think it's fair that there may be an expectation that she pay 50% of their bills? What do you think? And Dawn says, in some things I rob. Aha! Dawn, can you expound on that? I mean, OMG, let me tell you something. Having a Zoom conversation with you guys would be so exciting because you'll be able to talk in real time, but actually having you type it. And thank you for all of you that show up and type in those comments, especially if you're using your phones. That's why I moved the show to 6:00 because I wanted you guys to be in front of maybe your computer where you don't feel like, oh my, I got to type this so fast. But listen, whatever it takes, right? So what do you think? And I keep asking you guys because I am going to share my thoughts about it. Rob says isn't not like she and Jane Doe who's broke. She makes money. Okay, so because she's not broke and she makes money, are you saying, Rob, then she should be expected to pay 50% of the bills? Is that what you're saying in your message? I just want to make sure I understand it. True, she makes money, but if go ahead, Dawn, I'll let you finish your statement. We got two people involved in the conversation. We got 5 people watching now. Women can't have it both ways. They either want to be treated equally or they don't. Okay, Rob. Miss Malave says, I think women like to be treated like a lady by her man, and men like to be protectors and providers. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you to those of you who said bless you. Okay. I think women like to be treated like a lady by their men, and men like to be the protector and provider and given the place in the relationship. Okay, my husband and I combine our income. This is not an issue. You combine your income. Thank you for sharing that personal information. You combine your income together. So, Naomi, do you consider you and your husband paying 50-50, or is this like one pot, melting pot, financial pot that you just pour from? Like, what does that look like? And Dawn, you're agreeing with Naomi that you believe it's true that actually, I guess, 2 people in the household putting their money together, and that money is considered, but what to be? Is it still considered to be expected to pay 50% of the bills? Like, what does that look like? So curious. So let me just tell you why you guys keep chatting. Thank you so much. There's a lot of people saying that a 50-50 relationship does not work, right? It doesn't work. Research says that relationships, okay, let me pause that statement and tell you first just a little bit of thought of mine. When I started dating, I definitely wanted someone who can contribute to the process. Someone who will be able to help me level up, right? That doesn't mean that you need someone to take care of you. No, but it means level up, meaning that if you are a contributor to the relationship, whatever status I am in, I want you to help me level up in status, right? Understand that goes reverse. So my significant other, my goal is to level him up, right? So whatever he is doing, that we don't get status quo, stagnated in our position, financial growth. And financial growth means is that you got to step beyond the level of comfortability so that you can level up the person in your relationship, vice versa. Right. So when I started dating, and it's such a bad thing because it's sad when a woman is looked to be a gold digger. Not saying that was my situation, because she wanted a man that could level her up. Now, there are some women out there and some men, but some women out there who truly is sitting back waiting for someone to take care of them, right? She wants him to take care of everything financially, also treat her like a queen and do all those things, right? Yet, she's not playing her role. And understand this can be reversed. It could be the man doing the same thing. But in the context of Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade and the comment that she made about she and her husband split 50-50, I want us to look at this conversation in a more broader context, right? So we need to put ourselves in that space. And in that space, I'm saying to you this: should you have the expectation that your significant other who makes more money than you have the expectation that you pay 50% of the bills? Should that be an expectation? Now, talking about what Naomi stated, Naomi says that, well, she and her husband both are providers, household providers. And in this household providing, their money go into this account and that they both contribute. But my question is, does it feel still like it's 50-50? Does it still feel like it's 50-50? What do you think? Hi, Jasmine. If I'm paying 50-50, I also expect everything in the house should be 50-50. Welcome to the show, Jasmine. So Jasmine says that if she pays 50-50, then she expects everything in the household to be 50-50. What does everything in the household look like, Jasmine? And Dawn says if he makes more, he should pay more. Okay. Dawn, there's a lot of people that agree with that comment. But also there's a lot of people that agree with Jasmine's comment. And I just don't want to assume what that means. I have maybe an idea from the comment. But yes. Welcome to the show, Scrapping 2012. Nice to see you back. Everybody, please make sure you use your key, which is the thumbs up button when you enter the conversation. That would be great. That way you don't have to remember to click it when you leave. Thanks so much. If she's going to want 50-50, if they got divorced, then the bill should be 50-50. But they're not divorced. Actually, the way she talked about her relationship, the relationship is healthy. And I get where that can go, but let's talk about in the current moment. In the current moment. Scrapman, thank you so much for the thumbs up in the comments, sweetheart. Click the thumbs up button right on the toolbar. Thank you. Don't forget to do that. Okay, so going back to IROBs, 50-50, then if they get divorced, then the bill should be 50-50. But still, she can get money from him because he makes more money. She's acclimated to a certain lifestyle. And in her divorce decree, she can very well ask for whatever she wants. Don't mean she's going to get it. So I don't know how that one plays into the comments. But okay, Rob, thanks. Jasmine says raising the kids, cleaning, cooking, etc. Okay, I agree. Right. If the relationship by the definition in this context is 50-50, then the expectation is that, thank you, I see that. She got it. Thanks, Scrapping. Oh, just so you guys know, Trina Scrapping in the comments makes a lot of my merchandise, shirts, slogans, show shirts. So if you want any kind of cool shirts, all sizes, all colors, all decor, by all means, you can drop your information in the comments. I'm sure Scrapping will come back and watch the show later, and she'll be able to track down some information. Or you can just email me and I can pass that to her for you. Anyway, going back. If I'm making the house a home, taking care of the kids primarily, cooking, cleaning, ain't no way, and gosh, God, should I be paying? And I just put my own voice spin on it because I can hear this person talking in my head. I should be paying 50-50 of the bills. Okay. Not them women in general. Okay. I see. I hear you, Rob. Okay. Got it. I'm saying women in general, nothing. Okay, Jasmine says, if I'm financially contributed 50-50, but not every other aspects of the relationship, marriage, then it's then it's a scam. Okay, funny. Okay, child, I'm trying to hold it together. Thank you for the plug-in. You got it, Scrapping. So, I'm trying to hold on my comments just a little bit, so I would still dance with this conversation. I really need us to look at the context of our relationships. Honestly, let's not for fluff. And not saying that anybody in this comments is fluffing. I'm honestly saying, think about it. If you are expected, man or woman, to pay 50% of the relationship household finances, then what about all the other stuff? What about all that other extra stuff? Tell me about that. What do you think? Because I'm going to tell you what research says. And I'm curious, would you agree or not? So research is saying that relationships should not be, and I learned this about me in relationships. So when I was younger, I used to think like, oh, when I get into a relationship and fall in love, that person has to bring 100% of themselves. I don't want you bringing 50% of nothing to this relationship because I don't want to make up something you aren't able to give. Because then it becomes more work for me. I've always had that mentality. I never had the mentality of a 50-50. Because that sounds like very juvenile for me. Like, oh, you do 50, I do 50. No, absolutely not. No. Who got time for 50-50? What research says is, which confirmed, I didn't know until I became older, that relationships are really based on a really 60-40, not 50-50. And we'll talk about that. Let's see what you got here. Okay, Scrappin says, look, I'm coming in late, but if it's 50-50, it's 50-50 all the way around. I'm going to have to say, I'm going to move half like his supposed to be moving like it's 50-50. Don't come at me sideways. Okay. Take out the trash, cook, clean, kids, all things. Okay. All right. Very detailed. Exactly. I'm over here paying 50-50, taking care of the house, and still got to give. I feel like this person is just really trying to make me laugh the whole conversation. Give up the drawers. Give up the drawers every time he asks. Would you stop it, please? Although I know you're serious. Okay, anyway, I can't. That's wild. Okay. Rob says, I've always paid most of the bills because I always made more money. My significant other, but on the other hand, they always done more in other aspects, so I never complained. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. It makes you think. Because I know me, right? So Remember that whole thing I said about the leveling up. And the leveling up is that if I'm in a relationship, and I am, it's so important for me to carry my weight, right? So I'm never not going to be a financial contributor to the household budget, right? But I would tell you this, that if I'm leveling up, say, for example, in my business, right, growing that, this podcast show has the potential to earn me great money. It depends on you guys participating, sharing the show, yada, 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 getting 1,000 subscribers. But as you can see, I don't think anybody would say that when I come to the show, I don't give 100% of myself to the conversation. I don't give you corny graphics or anything like that. And since I'm talking about it, let me just shine on myself a little bit. Q&A, okay? Yeah. Let's put that up in there just for you so you get that too. Okay, Q&A, it's not like I don't contribute myself. So my growing this podcast or any kind of business outside of me going to my 9-to-5 job brings that level opportunity of money into the household. Right there, I'm doing still my part, right? I'm not just sitting back eating bonbons on the couch with a remote control in my hand and a bonnet on my head. I'm actually going out and earning an income. I would tell you, for me, the relationship of 60-40 makes sense because if you put that extra into the bank, not money, people, I'm talking about the work, the dedication, the support, taking care of the kids, cooking a meal, taking out the garbage without being asked, cutting the grass and not waiting until it overgrows, right? Running to get grocery, making sure that the cars are filled and the cars are washed. Even go out there, instead of taking it to the car wash, go out there and turn the hose on and spray it and clean it yourself. Like, if you're doing that part, you are contributing to the household overall status quo. You are. You absolutely are. But just because you go out and make an income and you make more money, and let's say you pay a little bit more, or let's say you pay greatly more, is it still fair that you do nothing more in that relationship to bring that relationship level up? Think about it. Because I would tell you, for me, it's still not enough, right? It depends on where the two of you are going in the relationship, right? So if you got someone who's snail pacing it, have no interest in growing your dynasty at your level, whatever your level of dynasty is, then is that person cheating the relationship, but still have the expectation that you go to work, take care of the kids, go grocery shopping, do the laundry, fold the clothes, put the clothes away, possibly iron the clothes, cook dinner, cook breakfast, sweep the floor, vacuum the rug, change the kids, bathe the kids, put the kids to bed, wake the kids up, transport them to school. Go to work yourself, be in a position of authority or a subordinate to, not so much a subordinate, sorry, an employee in your position, work 7+ hours, commute to and from 45 minutes to an hour in your, or maybe 20 minutes, how long it ever takes, and still do all that. See, like, if you think about it, Gabrielle started a good conversation. And let's be clear, many people took a soundbite out of Gabrielle stating that they split the bills 50-50. But when I looked at the interview in its totality, it goes back to what Dawn was saying. Both Dwayne Wade and his wife both have family members outside of their nuclear family. And they also help financially those members, whether it be mom and father, whether it be a sibling, whatever it is, they're helping other people. So it was a little bit taken back that why does she pay 50-50 if she's also taking that money she's earning and extending it out into another space to help someone else in her family? And yet Dwayne makes this extra money 4 times, it says by research, than she makes. Could it just be that she very well want to pay 50%? Because many people were running with this whole thing of, oh my gosh, Dwayne Wade has Gabrielle paying 50% of their household income. I'm not in their home, but it's hard for me to believe that that's his expectation of his wife. It's a little bit more easier for me to believe that she wants to be a 50% contributor to their household income. I know that's me. And people have to understand, is the household income by way 50-50 because you're talking about 50-50 financially, the dollar figure? Is that what that is? Is it just only like, oh, well, we're talking 50-50, 50-50. So with 50-50, you got 50-50 of your income, I got mine, and this is what we're doing. Their research says this doesn't work. It doesn't work when people are expected to have 50-50 financial responsibility in the relationship. It doesn't. You have to be willing. Just imagine if each person did 10% more of 50-50. So you both are putting in extra in the pot, not just financially, people. Get your mind off the dollar figure. That's part of the conversation. It's the other part of the 50-50 that goes back to what Jasmine is saying and Scrappin is saying, is that, wait a minute, now I'm going to need you to get this garbage and them clothes, sweep that floor, mop that floor, clean that bathroom, vacuum that floor, take care of these kids, run them to the doctor. Like, I need you to do that part. That is a contributing factor of the balancing of the relationship. It is. And relationships really get sour really quickly when those responsibilities fall in it. Because when you fall into lust, oh baby, that's just it. That's all you got to bind you is like Jasmine like Jasmine says, them draws. Like, just the draw thing. Like, you're supposed to be everything and then also be the sex kitten at night. Even if it's your own ambition and goals. Right? So even if I have my own ambitions, let me just use for an example, maybe my show. And let's say my significant other isn't leveling me up in my show. Does it mean that the person doesn't love you? Well, no. Does it mean the person could be somewhat lazy? Yeah. Let's switch it around. Let's say that my significant other goes and just take care of me like prima donna. And I'm being lazy in all aspects, even physically connected. Could that be an issue? It could be an issue for people. People have to be talking about, how do we get to another space that works for the both of us? Because let me tell you, a relationship is a whole full job. People be talking to me when I tell them how long I've been married and with my significant other. And they was like, oh girl, how did you do it? Well, baby, it's a job. It is a job. Now, I don't look at it as a job, but it's a job. It's a give and a take. It's a sacrifice and a push. It is that. If you're not having those in your relationships, you're not in a relationship. You're not. And people, in my opinion, remember my disclaimer, in my opinion, if you're thinking that a relationship is 50-50 and you find like, oh, we're not getting along with it, somebody is dropping the ball 50-50, or the stress is on one person more than the other person. And truth be told, I don't think when it comes to stress, that scale should always do this. It should always be here. It should never be this. When it's this, you're in serious trouble. Like, call for help. If it's this, oh no, you're in trouble. But in a relationship that two people are committed to, it's always going to be this. It's never going to be this. Never. It's never 50-50. Never. And if you're talking to people who tell you that, well, we live a 50-50 relationship, and then you go and look at your relationship and you start measuring your relationship to other people, baby, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. It's a when you said I do, you signed a verbal contract. When you signed your marriage license, it was a contract. When you very well laid down and procreated children, you signed a contract, whether it was with DNA or pen. You did. You did. You absolutely did. Okay, my girl Lakeisha's in the building. Hi, Lakeisha. Miss you. Let's see. Okay, right, girl. I read that quick. I thought you said relationships are 50-50, but you didn't. You said not. Okay, so relationships are not 50-50. Sometimes one spouse may contribute more in one area than another. Some reasons will require you to compromise in some areas. Absolutely. Well said. And marriage is work. Oh, marriage is I think marriage for me is a harder job than the job I go to. And let me say why. Because I'm very much invested in my marriage. I'm very well invested. And I'm invested in work. So you see what I'm talking about? You have to be invested. And when you invested, there is sacrifice. There is sacrifice. There is absolutely sacrifice. It is. And there's going to be some give and some take. People may have their gripe about Gabrielle Union. Miss Rhonda's opinion. Okay, I don't know which Rhonda this is. Miss Rhonda's opinion. But welcome. Let me know who you are. I never saw this name before. And I just lost my train of thought because that just popped up. But anyway, thank you so much. We got 9 people in the chat, and I just sent you guys a little comment. This is so I don't have to keep saying it. So use your key. Oh, thank you. I just see our number went up. Use your key, which is the thumbs up button, and yeah. Give it to us. Let us have it. Many people are not willing to sacrifice. That's why relationships fail, Lakeisha. And let me tell you something. Sacrifice meaning that you step out of your comfort zone, right? Or your lazy zone, right? Or your excuse zone, right? If you got kids and your significant other is working just like you, contributing to the household just like you, how could you honestly sit and make excuses for not stepping up? You know, it goes back to, let me use, as Jasmine said, how is it that there will be an expectation that I pay 50% of the bills or more than 50% of the bills and you not do nothing? Scrapping says she's not doing that. You're going to get that garbage or you're going to get it over top of your head. And I know Scrapping and not playing like we're not going to have that. Okay? Oh, Miss Finney is in the building. Welcome to Miss Finney is in the building, child. We ain't seen you in 100 years. Well, welcome, girl. Now, next to Scrappin', who makes a lot of my beautiful shirts. Also, Miss Finney makes a lot of my merchandise. I'm talking about mugs, shirts. So listen, by all means, y'all, come on. Help support Black businesses. First, help this business by click, share, like, and keep coming to this show. Didn't help out my sisters. You get it. Okay? So anyway, anywho, all right, that's right. That's what I like to see. People already start using their keys in this room by the thumbs up, and we already at 6:39. We're almost done with the show. If y'all would just show up like this all the time, mama can make some moves. And be not 50% in this relationship, be a whole good 100. What you think? Okay, so listen, again, I think people really took a sound bite of Gabrielle Union's thing. Either felt sorry for her, but if you watch the whole interview, I don't think there's any reason to be sorry for Gabrielle Union. I believe Miss Union wants to be a 50% contributor to her household. Now, again, 50-50. We know from this conversation tonight, 50-50 doesn't work. You must be willing to do 60. Now, don't get into this whole thing. Well, who's going to do the 60 and who's going to do the 40? Truth be told, if each party contributes 60% of everything, finance, children, helping achieve goals, and any responsibilities that is connected to that relationship, the weight never falls more on one person. If your significant other isn't asking you what your dreams are and being invested, like emotionally, financially, spiritually invested, then you need to tell your significant other we need to have a conversation. And that conversation doesn't mean necessarily divorce. It doesn't mean divorce, right? It means work. It means the person being open and saying, okay, what do you need from me? Because you are a contributor to our relationship. You hold this relationship down and I need to do my part. Many people don't even want you to tell them that they're not doing their part, but they be stuck in, well, maybe I shouldn't say stuck. They are comfortable in not doing their part. Like, if you don't remind them or say, this is what I need, they become annoyed by that. What's up, Latifah? Welcome to the show. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Who is Miss Rhonda's opinion? I think I know who that is, but I'm so. I think I know who that is because I got two Rhondas in the building, but this Rhonda's diamonds are a girl's best friend. You slickster, you. Yes, Miss Rhonda. Thanks, Naomi, for the love. Okay, Miss Rhonda's. God said in every religion that the man must take care of the family and the wife keeps the home happy. I think that is 50-50. Okay, here. Okay, so you put in. Damn. I know. I know who Miss Rhonda is. Okay, well, first and foremost, let me expound on the comment that Miss Rhonda made. So Miss Rhonda says that God said in every religion that a man must take care of his family and wife, keeps the home happy. I think that is 50-50. And this is where relationships for me fall apart, right? Because if a man said, I go to work, I make this money, whatever kind of bracket he is in, I make this money. And your job is take care of that household. When you think about Leave It to Beaver, the Cleavers, and all those, the Brady Bunch and all those stuff, I mean, I know they're television shows, so I'm referencing them. Baby, let's be very clear. No woman I know is walking around doll up. Soon as she get out of bed, curl is out of head, face is put on, her pearls around her neck. She's got her nice, good snatch dress on. She's got an apron around her waist, and she's in there baking biscuits. Baby, we are living in 2023, and there's nobody really doing that I know. And if you know someone that's doing that, I knew who that Vietnam. I cannot take her. Okay, all right. So, okay, I love her. I love her. So I knew who Miss Rhonda was, but she has a new name. But she's just a daggone fool. So, hey, boo. Okay. So, I don't believe that really relationships in that aspect are 50-50. Yes, men by definition were the one to be the breadwinner, but we're not talking about affirmative action. Affirmative action. I want to make sure I say that right. With women's right and stuff like that. There's this whole thing, this conversation that women wanted affirmative action, want equal rights. So then you end up asking for the expectation to have 50-50. No, absolutely not. For me, and I disagree with my best friend. Absolutely, y'all. That is my best friend. We've been best friends since we were 14 and 15 years old. OMG. Very long time. But, and she has a great podcast show. I'm plugging everybody in because that's what you do. You share the love. So she have a podcast called Rhonda's Hotspot. I've been a guest on her show many of times. She's co-host with me on this show many times. So if you can look back at some other shows, you'll see Rhonda and plain view with another panel of women throughout the show. Trust me, she has great conversation. So check her out as well. She's not on YouTube. She's on Facebook, right? And I know that she'll be having a show in a month or so. She's doing some planning. So let's big her up and support her down as she grow her platform. Don't leave this show to go do that, though. Do both. I'm just saying. I'm joking. But anyway, so yes, I don't believe that relationships are 50-50. I just don't. I think people need to do a little bit more. I think people need to do a little bit more in their relationships. They need to do a little bit more. And 50 just don't cut it in 2023. I think people take a lazy attitude when they say, well, I go to work and make the money, so, everything else is your responsibility. But if you also go to work, is that 50-50? If your house is in disarray and your child is in need of something and she goes to work and make all this money, and dad, you're sitting home and you're like, I need help. I mean, I don't make as much money as you do, but I need you to help out with our daughter. Is it fair for him to ask for that? Because I think it is. I absolutely think it is fair for a man to ask for help or a woman to ask for help when the significant other think that they're bringing just enough or what they do is enough. So, yeah, I don't. I truly don't agree with that. Miss Finney says, I think it depends on your individual household. For me, that stay at home crap, that's home crap is for the birds. Hell. For the birds, hell. For the birds. Hell, at least you get to clock out. Oh, right. Out at a regular job. Absolutely. I should have on my glasses. Absolutely. I am so with that. Scrappin says, I'm feeling what Miss Rhonda is saying, but instead he can bear kids are he can bear kids are 50-50 is out of the window. Baby, let's be clear. Oh, y'all are reading this room. Okay. Thank you, Bo. We'll be on YouTube soon. Awesome. I agree, Finny. Yeah, I mean, oh. Lakeisha, very transparent. She was, but Lakeisha, you was not always a stay-at-home mom. Lakeisha is very much a career woman, if I can say that. And I won't share anything personal about anyone. But Lakeisha is a career woman, career woman. This woman loves to go out and be a provider for her family. But again, is relationships 50-50? You got it. You got it, Rhonda. I mean, really think about it. Think about it. I know you came here. Don't let your showing up to the show be in vain. I'm truly asking you to think about this because in other contexts of the show, we'll be coming back, maybe not so much about what Gabrielle Union talked about her relationship, but we will have different guests on the show. We'll have I'm looking to have experts who are in relationships or work with relationships on the show because I do not believe that relationships could sustain the test of time in this day and age working at a 50-50 ratio. I just do not. I believe the only way relationships can work healthy for both parties involved and whatever those responsibilities they both bring is if you go beyond the 50-50 mark. You got to be willing to do the extra so that it's almost like saying that I got a joint account, which is a debit account, and then I got a savings account. If I give 60, I can put 55 and put 5% in the reserve in the savings so that when my relationship is stressed, I can dip into that extra, whoever it is. Hopefully the both of you are contributing more than the 50% where you have a cushion to pull from that and bring it into your relationship. But you can't do it if you're not truly invested. And stop giving just the bare minimum. The bare minimum is saying, well, I work and you work and I'm tired, so you got to take care and bathe the kids. Are you crazy? I'm going to bathe these kids 3 days out of the week and you're going to get them the rest of the 4. And then we're rotated and I'll take the 4 and you'll take the 3. You don't get to make an excuse, in my opinion, saying that you work. I work too. I go to work. I save. I take care of responsibilities in this household. And I'm going to need you to step it up, my man. That would be my attitude. And why is it that people think that you have an attitude when you speak up about what you want? This is what you want. 50-50 don't work here. I'm not giving 50% of nothing. I'm going to give you close to 100. And no one reaches 100 because if you're 100, you are perfect. So I'm striving to 100, just me. Why should I study for you just striving to 50, 45? No, absolutely not. It's not. It's just going to be a no for me. I'm sorry. It's just a straight no. No. Miss Finney, Lakeisha, I've been home since COVID, and my behind started a job search again. What, Rhonda? I know you are joking. You and I will talk later. Wait. You're not a liar. Are you honestly saying that you are looking for a job, Rhonda? Are you looking for honestly a job outside of the businesses with an S that you have? Are you looking for a job outside the household? Girl, we got to talk. Dinner? Cocktails? I Miss Rhonda's opinion. Oh, I love that name. It fits you. Women do more always. And there would be men that would disagree with that comment, but I hear you, Rhonda. Trina Scrapper said 100. Yep, 100. I know that household. Miss Rhonda's opinion. I'm at the point that I'm a tell those damn kids to take the bird bath and go to sleep if his daddy don't want to help me, right? Go to the, as they would call it back in the day, the basin, wash your tail and go to bed. Cocktails always. I hear you, Miss Finney. Well, after this meeting, I'm not doing after this meeting, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just going to go watch TV. I hear you, Scrapping. Watch something good. Don't forget to watch The Crown. Oh, such a good show on Netflix. Okay, we're about to wrap this show up in 8 minutes, so come on, guys. Let's get our last comments out. Women are always more tired than men, in my opinion, because they hold more than he does. So I hear you, Rhonda, because I know what kind of mom you are. I know what kind of worker you are. Like, you are like a hustle, like get it done. And that's not because of our relationship. Like, I don't know any strangers in this conversation. Everybody I know in this conversation, I know personally, right? I wish it was some people I didn't know. That means the show is growing. But anyway, all of you have an opportunity to share this show to your social medias. Don't wait. Soon as it click share and send it over to social media. But all of you describe yourselves to a T based on my relationships with each of you. I know you. I know you, ladies and gentlemen, in this kind of way. Like what you're talking about, I would tell you, the people that don't know each other in the comments, these people are telling the truth. They're very much true. And I like that. We were very transparent and honest in this conversation. Miss Lakeisha, I think that men may hold more of a I think that men may hold more or equal, but hold a lot in. They don't speak on it. And, I can't wait to get to that conversation where that is something planned for the future. But I don't want to be just talking to you. I'm going to have panels, people sitting in studio with me to talk about that very thing and many other topics. So I'm praying for that to happen, guys. I'm casting for a real dedicated 1 to 2 people to really co-host the show twice a month with me in studio or virtually teleported into studio and really have that dialogue on the show. So just pray for the show to grow in that manner. And it can grow by you guys clicking that share button, liking the show. What you guys really did a great job. We got 11 viewers, and we got 11 keys used, 11 thumbs up. And listen, that is really, really good. So I don't know. I'm just thankful. I'm smiling and I'm happy that you guys showed up the way you did. And I hear you, Lakeisha, emotionally. Yes, a lot of men, and there's a lot of men that do, but we know that men are known for not being very emotionally expressive with their feelings until they got an attitude or mad, and then they want to just blow a whole gasket. But really, and women are like that too, but we know men to be really like that. It's really about learning how to use your voice, communicate your needs, and step up. That's what a relationship is. It's about sacrificing your pride and stepping up and saying what you need. Men are really encouraged not to take a woman who is saying, this doesn't work for me and I need you to do this. And if he's invested, he's going to do his part. If all you're getting is excuses from him, something is not working. Something is just not right. Something's off. And we need to figure out what that is so I can help you. If I am bringing 60% in this relationship and I'm trying to help you open up and expound on what your needs are and why you need to understand that 50 is just not enough. Because I'm doing all this other stuff while I'm actually taking from your 50, right? So we're doing 50-50 and I'm still doing more kids, job, savings, growing a business. I'm actually taking from your 50 and you still down like the 45 and I'm giving 55 and I'm giving 60 and you still comfortable at just giving just the bare minimum. And that just doesn't work. It doesn't work. Relationships fall apart because people are afraid to be honest, transparent about what their needs are in their relationship with the person they say they love, with the person who they lay down with and become one with. And becoming one is intimate. Hopefully you're already spiritually and emotionally one, because I think you should have that before you have the intimate one. But a lot of people go intimate and fall into intimacy and think they're in love. But, I digress. But look, that is the conversation. I have enjoyed this conversation, baby. I enjoyed everybody that showed up. I know most of you got a text from me, but just remember this show is every Monday at 6 p.m. Let me see something. I wonder why that doesn't work. Every Monday at 6 p.m. the show is live. And if you don't see the show live at Monday at 6 p.m., do me a favor. Just go watch an old show that you have not seen before, or watch one of the shows that you were interested in, because the comments are still open on that show. You can always still give that show a thumbs up because you came back and watched the show. Like, you can really love on the show and help the show grow. You can. You absolutely can. Don't forget that you can follow the show at these. We're on everything. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We're on all those platforms. Please check out the show. Their support. A lot of the support I'm hoping come here. But if you missed something, you want to just check us out on those things. Also, you can also check out the website it's in the comments. That's the website. Check me out there. I'm really growing the brand there. I'm offering a lot of one-on-one support chats for individuals who need someone to talk to. There's many things there. Just check out the website. I am thankful. I had a great time with you all, and I'm hoping that I will see you next week, same time, same Diamond channel. All my love to all of you. Thank you so much, my loves, and I hope you will have a great evening. Okay? Good night and be well. And don't hurt nobody. Okay? Just don't hurt nobody. And I'm talking to Kay Scrappin because she don't play. I'm talking to Latifa because she don't play. I'm talking to Miss Rhonda's opinion. She don't play. I'm talking to all of you. You just don't play. And I had a great time talking with you. Good night, people. Be well. Peace.